Welcome to the Black Diamond Advisory podcast at Splash 2025. I am one of your hosts, Cameron Lackport, and I have with me my co-host,
Celvin Katukaran.
And our very special guest,
Heather Wine.
Heather. Thank you for coming. We are fellow ex-coworkers. Gosh, in 2008?
You have to remember the year. I can't remember that far back.
You stayed in a row longer than I did.
So yeah, 3 years. I would say 3 years.
A year.
Yeah.
So you're one of the few guests we've had that went from consulting into industry. Could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah. So I started out as just a person, and the company had Hyperion Enterprise. So that's how far back it goes. And we implemented Hyperion planning while I was there. And then I went in, so I was there for just like 3 years. And then I went into consulting for 3 years. I liked consulting a lot, but I started having kids. And at that time, consulting was travel at least 4 days a week, right? Yep. And so I wanted to not be traveling every week. And so I decided to go back into industry so that I could be home with my children, if you will.
Understood.
Yeah.
So you worked in one vendor's tools, because when you were at our former company, you did HFM?
I more did planning
and
S-base than HFM. I mean, I dabbled in HFM a lot, but really planning and S-base is what I did mostly.
Enterprise for planning?
Yeah. Well, we really weren't doing a lot in enterprise when we were there, so we went more with the S-base side of things and was able to get what we needed out of that, and then also did planning while we were there. So yeah.
Well, now you're working with a platform. Right.
Yes.
There is no dichotomy of tools with totally different architectures and everything. What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, I love the platform idea, especially when you can go down to Marketplace and somebody else has done something and you can download it and add that on, and it's no additional cost most of the time, and that's huge for us. Just this year, well, technically last year, August of last year, we implemented transaction matching, which we hadn't done yet. So we have transaction matching, and so therefore we're using RCM, but our plan this year is to use RCM for all of our account recs. And then also we aren't using Task Manager, so start using Task Manager for close, and we get to get rid of a software that we're using to do those and bring them into OneStream. So that's exciting, and that's why I love the platform too. And the differentiation. I don't have to move data all the time between the different softwares is also huge.
What business are you in?
Yeah, so Attain Finance is in the financial services industry. So we're giving small loans to individuals, and we're in the US and Canada.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So consolidations.
Yes.
Planning.
Yes.
Reporting.
Yes.
And you have BDA's products.
Yes.
We're both on the product team, so we have to ask you some product questions.
For sure.
How have they worked out for you? What has been the advantage to them as opposed to building it yourself or having consultants, implementation consultants build it for you?
Yeah, so we're using the compensation tool, and yeah, it's working well. We bring in the employees really for forecasting. So we're bringing them in right now quarterly. We were doing a monthly forecast. We're now at quarterly. I assume we'll go back to monthly at some point. It just kind of fluctuates as we maybe change our CFO and whatnot, what their preferences are. So right now we're quarterly, so we bring in those employees quarterly. We actually also kind of use a lot of that just to bring in the head count. We kind of piggybacked off that to get the head count from the exact same file we're getting for forecast. So we do that monthly. But yeah, they've worked very well. Really liked it. And you actually customized it for us because while we do our corporate employees and some people outside of corporations, some in operations, but not at the store level. We do those at a person level or at the employee level. But then when we go to the stores, we don't do that at an employee level. So you built something for us. And I think you might use it for other customers now, where we just put in the number of people. It can be done at a store. We've kind of done it at a state level instead of a store level because you brought in, based on history, how much the average salary is at that position by bringing in at an employee level, but average salary, average for benefits, and then basically we put in heads and it calculates everything for us. Wow. So that was very nice.
Wow. Do you use accordion rolling forecast as well, or just the compensation part of it?
We do use accordion rolling forecast as well, so we're using all of that.
Fantastic, fantastic. So you've been in this industry for a while, as have we both. How many conferences do you think you've gone to?
I don't know.
You don't know, a lot?
I mean, this is my third splash. I did not go last year to Vegas, but I went to DC, and then I also went to San Antonio.
Gotcha.
I used to go to Kaleidoscope. Got one of the first book you ever wrote at
There we
Kaleidoscope.
go.
by
I
Ferry.
remember the booth. Yep.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I think Hyperion Solution conferences before that. So I have no idea. I mean, not a lot, but way less than you guys.
Do you see a change between the last DC splash and this one?
I do. I like that they're bringing in some technical content. I really appreciate that. I felt like, I'll say to the first splash I went to, there were more prospective clients than there were people who were on it.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that as much at this one. I feel like there's a lot more people on it coming for technical content, or for me, the big thing is networking, seeing people that I know, and then meeting new people in the industry and like seeing what their journey's been and whatnot.
And that's been a feedback from most of the people. Like, we want more technical content. I talked to a couple of them yesterday, and
Yeah.
this is good, but more.
Yes. No, I agree. I mean, some of them that say they're technical and you go, like, they're just barely brushing the technical, like, get more in depth. Maybe I agree with that too.
Yeah. For those of us in the audience, or for our audience rather, for those of you who do not go to conferences, Heather, you talked about networking. I go to sessions, although you're up and sitting in this room for most of the conference.
Right.
The networking is huge, right? This is where we get to meet our peers. We get to hear what other people are doing from a customer perspective. You get to hear what your peers are doing. It's different than it is for consultants.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the highlight of my professional year. They made a big difference. I mean, I wouldn't know you. Well, I would know you because of Inero, but I
Right.
would have barely known you.
How would
If it
it
wasn't?
known you
Yeah.
if it was not for Casco 2014?
You remember the year. I'm impressed.
He's the smart one. So, well, what from a products perspective? I'm talking about OneStream's products. What do you think? I mean, it's AI all the time. I see the smile.
Yeah.
They're putting a tremendous amount of emphasis on it. The whole market is. Their competitors, OneStream's competitors, are doing that in the performance management space. It's constantly in the news, right? What's your take on all of it?
Well, it is an initiative for us at Attain Finance this year to look into AI and what we need to be doing. So, one of the things that I talked to my boss about while I was here is that I'll attend these AI sessions and maybe be able to bring some of that back and what we should be doing. But I do, I think it's, excited, but optimistic, but skeptical, maybe where I'm at right now. What can it really do? Where else should we be using it? Like, I don't even know where all I should be using it. I saw some glimpses of that. Every session I've been in has talked about AI. I've plugged AI. I'm sure that they were told that, right?
Sure they were.
So yeah, I think the one thing that I don't know, and even in talking to other people, I don't think anybody knows, is what's the cost? Like, what is it going to cost me to do AI? And, it seems like maybe pricing for the different tools.
I guess it's changing, the pricing. It's not like platform you get everything. It is changing.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's both the licensing costs,
Yes.
and there's the implementation
Yes,
costs.
for sure.
I don't know many people have a firm grasp on what that is. So from a consulting perspective, we have an internal center of excellence. This is an internal meeting that we have 3 times a week. And I've been really beating the drum about our peers at Black Diamond getting to grips with it, not just using it for like checking code or writing a PowerPoint for them in a presentation, but actually actively using it in their work. So it's going to, I know it's going, there's a lot of things I don't know, but this one I do know. It's going to change the profile of who's in consulting and what they do. What about on your side?
Yeah, I mean, I think the exact same thing. Even Genesis, what I did find out that, they're talking about Genesis a lot, which is what, you can go in and just tell it what you want, and supposedly it's going to, be able to do it, right? Magic. I think it'll change that side too, because you can put it in the, hands of the end users versus, someone maybe in my space who, can write the business rules or can write the dashboards or whatever. So I do think it'll change it. I think it'll take some time from the standpoint, I assume, but I don't know yet. It'll be basic when it comes out and it'll evolve over time. And I do think it's going to change, the way I work and the way, other people work is, how it's going to change in the next 5 to 10 years, I don't know, but it will.
I believe what you said was your expectation is that your end users will kind of be the developers, right? I mean, it's not here is a curated, finished product. It's here's 85% of it, and you do the 15%. So you know what that is? That is a return to S-based and ad hoc analysis. It's just way more sophisticated, right?
Right.
If you think
for
about
sure.
the beginning of our EPM world, that was it, right? Here's this amazing tool. Go forth and prosper, right? That's your deal.
I guess some of the demo was like that, but I don't know whether Genesis is going to go to the user. It's probably a power user.
Yeah,
Of course, just like it was with older tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then this was in the previous splash where they showed the Rubik's agent and then you asking it to make some stuff. That will be a user-based one, yeah. They don't need to really know the POV where exactly the data is. You can just ask, show me this.
This is the democratization of data.
Well, you're right. It is that tool. Genesis, I think, is more of the developer, but you don't have to know as much.
No.
And the one thing I do think will help me and my team is just being able to, like, there's things we don't know today, right? Where you gotta, go find things. And so you can maybe get started. It maybe won't get you 100% of the way there, but maybe you could, it'll give you the code to start and then you can go enhance it to get it to what you need it to be.
Tom always had that vision, like, hey, it is a good starting point. Some people maybe just want that. So you're there.
Yeah.
And the rest of the people who want to tweak it more, you just go and do the regular stuff that you used to do. So this is like the people, so one of them is me, don't know what exactly those things are to make like the beautiful dashboards. You just ask it. It just comes out.
My dashboards look like a 3-year-old drew them with a ruler kind of in a jacket. Swirly. I'm not a dashboarder at all.
Yeah, I want to be a dashboarder, a much better dashboarder. So
That's Genesis.
yeah.
It's
Ryan, who works for BDA, helped us a lot with reports. And
She's very good at it.
yeah, she.
yeah, so I learned a lot from her for sure.
What do you think we'll see next year at Splash 2026? What do you hope that we see next year?
Good question. I don't know. I think it'll be more AI. I mean, I definitely just think that's the way everything's going. So what else are they rolling out AI enabled? What else can you do? Success stories from people who rolled out AI.
They claim they have 100. They call them use cases, but I believe that's
100 plus customers.
100 plus
Really?
customers.
That's what they showed.
You know, it's kind of amazing if you think about it.
So yeah, use cases, customers.
Mm-hmm. Guess kind of synonymous. Okay.
Yeah, so that just, I mean, if there's already 100, that just means we're behind the, behind the eight ball,
That just
right?
means you're not totally where you should be.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a customer AI panel. There were 4 customers on that, and it was full. Like every.
Oh yeah, of course there is. Yeah.
Yeah,
From,
it is
from an
the
industry
buzz.
and consultant side. I mean, I want to know what my potential clients and clients are doing. I
Yeah,
have to be there too. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Bit different from the big data hype. That's for sure.
That came and went, didn't it? And if you stick around long enough, if you get gray hairs, you'll see cycles of this stuff.
For sure.
Yep. All right. Well, Heather, thank you so much for being a guest on the Black Diamond Podcast Splash 2025.
It was great catching up. I appreciate it, guys.
Pleasure.
Thank you.